Hi everybody, Jill here. Welcome to my channel. I guess you could call this sort of a get ready with me sort of makeup play. Let's get together and play together with this. I think that's what it's called. I have been really getting obsessed with creams, like cream bronzers, and I really now am wanting to experiment with cream blushes and just creating this really sort of seamless, blurred, pretty look. And it is really truly turning into an obsession. I'm having a lot of fun experimenting, and that's what I was sitting down to do. And I thought, no, I really want to turn this on and have you guys hang out with me while we try to create what I have in my head, and we'll see if I can. I'm gonna try to keep this look budget friendly-ish. I'm not gonna use any high-end pieces, but I do have to grab from, for instance, I'm gonna be setting in areas, I gotta set under my eyes and stuff with the Mineral Fusion setting powder. So this is like in the $20 range. We are gonna dig into this E.L.F palette here for the eyes because I use this myself off camera, but I have yet, I think, to create a look on camera with it. So we're gonna do that. Super affordable there. These are all E.L.F blush sticks. I saw these and I thought, ooh, I'm loving the colors in person. I was going ooh and ah when I saw them online. So when I got them, I was excited to see if they would look the same, and they do. They're gorgeous. I love these days experimenting with creamy bronzers, creamy contour even. And while I don't have, unfortunately, a budget-friendly version of that, I don't want to pull out the Patrick Ta because that one is spendy. This is something that I picked up. It is, I haven't played with it too much, but it is a creamy kind of contour bronzer. I had a couple other things pulled. I thought, no, Jill, you can do better. I do want to just let you know that although you can create the same exact look, or pretty dang close, if you were to do a side by side, this is high end, this is drugstore, budget friendly, you can do and create a similar look for sure. It's not so much that, it's how is it going to wear through the day. And the lower end products tend to not give you that longevity. The eyeshadows, for instance, the pigment fades through the day much quicker. A higher end brand for the most part, and I know there are exceptions, which is why I'm playing so much more these days with the budget friendly drugstore brands, is because I want to try to find those for you, and I'm doing my research and trying to find those hidden gems that will break that mold for the most part. But pretty much, that is what you see with more of the drugstore brands, is that longevity factor. And that goes for the foundations, the concealers, all of that. And there are duds over there on the high end as well. So along those lines, I find that one way to sort of boost their performance is to do kind of a setting spray. And you guys, I have actually been loving this one. It hasn't irritated my skin, caused any weird breakouts. It's the Physicians Formula Essence of Healthy. It has the finest mist. And it really does kind of help everything last and set it, and help everything last a little longer while giving a really nice glow. It's a hydrating spray as well. If you don't like that look, you won't like this because it does really give a great glow. One of the things I actually love about it. So that might help to keep those sort of lower end products, give you a little more in your day. Now, I know this isn't considered super budget friendly, but hey, if you're spending $40, $50 for a foundation, this is probably around half that. This is number 7, Lift and Luminate. Okay, if you're gonna pick 2 adjectives to slap on a bottle, you got me with that. I definitely want both of that happening. And this is in Warm Ivory. That's the color I grabbed. It's a little bit dark for me, but I got it to work. So yeah, I mean, this is not a foundation test, but I will say it gives me a good amount of coverage. It feels great. It is illuminating. And as for the lifting, I'm not feeling any lifting, but hey, you know, it's on the bottle. Now, with my concealer, I tried with my Mineral Fusion concealer, and it is just too thin. It's just too light. Doesn't give me what I need from my concealer. So I had to go in with my Born This Way by Too Faced Sculpting Concealer. It gave me the coverage I needed and gave me the brightness, you know, that I'm looking to impart with that step. So spring for a good concealer, it will make you happy. It does me. That's as far as I've gotten. I have my foundation on and I have my concealer. I haven't put any powder on my skin at all, but we're gonna go in right now with this bronzing stick. So this is from the W3Ll People, and this is considered, I think, like a glow bronzer. Honestly, I do not have a drugstore creamy contour at this time. So I am gonna just, oh good Lord. I'm gonna go ahead then and take the excess and bring it right up here. I'm gonna contour my nose with this bronzer. This look, from the blush and everything, I just don't want to see any lines of demarcation anywhere. No stops, no starts, not even, you know, in this bronzing piece or anything. So I'm actually going to take this and really kind of go over, smooth any little edges. I do plan on powdering, honestly, over this with a powder blush really lightly, just to set it, just like you would set any cream product if you want it to last. That's what I plan on doing with this. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with this one. Again, I'm going to put the name up there. I'm going to go in with a brush here, I think. Just kind of tickle the top of this with it. There. Ooh. That's pretty. Hold up. Ooh, that is pretty. I just kind of want to focus it kind of right in this triangle area and feather it out. So again, I'm just going to kind of pop it right in there. Bringing it up. Maybe I'll put some here, kind of here. And I'm going to take my nice clean bouncy sponge, and again, I just kind of want this seamless look. And cream blushes to me look more like the colors coming under the skin, whereas just doing a powder color looks like it's color you've put on the skin. It's kind of sitting there. So that's why I am just really having fun, and I'm so obsessed with this, just this look. I don't know. I'm gonna go in with the Catrice blush here. I want to say these are called blush boxes. Is that wrong? And this is gorgeous. This color is absolutely gorgeous, and we are going to just kind of very lightly set our cream blush with this. And so I'm going to load that, and I'm really going to tap that off because, you know, I definitely want pigment, but I don't need a lot. And I'm just going to kind of tap it on and really kind of just set it in there. Using a flat blush to me would be sad. So this one is slightly illuminating, actually quite beautiful. But I wanted to find something that also wouldn't necessarily alter the color a whole lot. And this is very close. This is, I think, a good sort of combo. Now with that said, Patrick Ta has these cream blush, powder blush, just like that bronzer that I love, duos, where you have the cream and you have the powder of the blush in one palette. So technically, although they can be spendy, you know, it's just kind of, I don't know, a give and take, isn't it? So I want to be really careful that right in here, there's not this concealer blush line. So I really want to soften that out and make sure that isn't happening. Same with kind of down in here. All right. I now am going to set under my eyes because it has to happen. I'm going to go, you know, kind of lightly with it, but I definitely have to do that. And this is, by the way, a Mineral Fusion pressed powder. It's very pretty. It is slightly pigmented. Normally, I would not use this to set my concealer, but I am. And I'm just going to tap this. Load and tap it. Tap it, tap it, tap it. I think I'll just go and do that. I think I'm also gonna kind of tap this in where I tend to break, you know, during the day. Just kind of here and there. I'm going to go in with this Revlon highlighting palette here, and I use this kind of in a picky way. For instance, today I'm only going to use the two bottom colors, so I'm going to take my highlight brush and just, you know, just kind of load it, twist it, and load those two bottom colors only. And I'm going to put that kind of right in here. It's a gorgeous highlighting palette. It's tasteful, but it's not disappointing. You're using it to get that play on light, and you definitely do with this. Okay, let's get going on the eyes now. I am going to be working out of this E.L.F. palette. It's called So Pale here by Makeup Geek, and it is just a really pretty French vanilla matte color, and it makes a great wash color. So let's go ahead and start building depth to this look, and we're going to go in with this color right here. Just trying to figure out what I want to do. Okay, so we're gonna, yeah, these E.L.F. palettes, they blend really nice. Again, it does help with that sort of wash color underneath for sure, but they still have really nice payoff. You know, they don't blend away into nothing, because that is what happens to me a lot with really low end shadows, is they look great in the palette, but there's not much to them. They're so powdery that the pigment disappears even if you try to build it. These are really nice. They really are. Very impressed. Why am I leaning like this? I don't know. I'm going to use you in a minute. That's my 5 times mirror. I'm going to pull this one kind of here. This is my right. So we're just going to go right on down here. We've got this gorgeous mahogany brown color right in here. We're going to take really, I think, the same brush. I'm going to go in there. Just the tips, really knock it off really well. I'm going to go and grab my 5 times mirror now and block my microphone. And I'm going to put this right in here. Tapping, pressing, packing, so we can really get that pigment in there. Look at that great payoff. I feel like it's really dark in here today, even though I have the same lights I always have. It's just a lot of shadows going on, and I wonder if it has anything to do with this background. It's producing a different vibe in here. But I am so over that black background, you guys. So soon, hopefully, you will see the black, well, it's not black today, but you'll see that gone. We do have this Milani highlighter. They call it a blush, but honestly, no, it is highlighter. So it's sort of I don't know, let's see. I'm gonna see what this looks like on the lid. Oh, it's pretty. Okay, we'll do that. I really want to experiment with creamy, really nice, sort of monochromatic, super shiny, borderline glittery products on my eyes. That mahogany caramel, that really dark brown right in here. Just using a small dome brush that I can kind of pack it. It's really odd because it doesn't show up that same color on my eyes. So I'm going to use this E.L.F. brush. It's one of my all-time favorites for doing this. We're going to go into that really dark color right here and tap it off really well. Oh, I'm glad I did that. I am going to kind of line with it. Careful that I'm not going to bring it down too. What is this? Okay. I want to be careful that I don't take it too far down this way. We always want to think about lifting. And then I'm going to take it here. I guess. So underneath here, I am going to use, again, that first color that we started the whole process with, which is this one here. And I'm going to go right under the lower lash line with this. This brush is kind of nice because I kind of want a smoky look down there anyway, and it covers a lot of ground all at once. While I don't necessarily want to use that black color, I am going to go into that really deep brown mahogany color. I'm going to tap that off really well, and I'm just going to kind of take that to the edge here and connect it. All right, no tight lining or water lining today with this look, but I am going to curl my eyelashes and put a mascara on. Going to be trying out a new mascara today for me. I believe it's a Physicians Formula mascara. Actually, we're not going to do mascara quite yet because I do want to set everything with that Physicians Formula hydrating setter spray. And so we're going to go right onto brows right now. I'm going to breeze through those. You've seen me do that a lot if you've caught recent ones. Now I'm going to set with the Physicians Formula Essence of Healthy. I just need to make sure I know where that thing is because I've so many times went like this and it's gone, so, and it's really hard to see. Whatever. Okay. And then actually what I do like to do, this is why I like to do it before I put my mascara on, but I do then just kind of like to punch it in there just ever so lightly with the sponge. Beautiful. So this is called Killer Curves Physicians Formula in Black mascara. I already curled them, so now we are gonna put this on. I have worn this a few times. I'm pretty dang happy with it. I mean, if it doesn't burn my eyes, because there is a certain chemical that some have in their mascara, and it burns the heck out of my eyes, the fumes. So if that doesn't happen, I'm like, yes. And it doesn't happen with this one. I don't know what exactly the chemical is. I've never narrowed that down. And this one is buildable. It takes a little longer to do it than some others. I'm not noticing a lot of flaking, but I haven't worn it too awful. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead now and do the lips. I'm using a NYX liner, but I have actually grown to really like doing that technique that I did in my most recent makeup tutorial. The last one, I should say, the one before this one. I really have been enjoying doing that. I think it gives a really pretty youthful look, very, very natural, and it's what I'm into nowadays. You know what, I got it sitting right here in front of me. I'm gonna go ahead and use a Makeup Geek eyeshadow for this because I would have to probably dip into my Anastasia palette for contouring, the contour palette, and I don't want to do that to you guys. So this is Makeup Geek, and it is called Beach Please. It's a taupe, really kind of a light taupe color. I'll see if it's dark enough. It might not be. And you contour your lips like you would any other part of your face. So it's not even like overlining. It's not like it just gives a whole different effect altogether. Oh no, this will be a really good color for this, I think, for me, because I have fair skin, so. I'm just gonna kind of pull that line down. Just to shadow it. And I want that shadow to really dissipate, especially right here at the very bottom, kind of giving that a sense of that bottom lip being more full and kind of coming at you. And we will do that when we actually apply the color to it as well. We're going to do the top as well. Tucking it in here in the corner. Then I'm going to take my finger and drag it down. Then I'm going to go ahead and take this NYX pencil, lip pencil here, and you'll find the colors to this down in the description box. If for some reason I forget to put this information in this arena here, you'll find it down in the description box, the color. And I'm going to just do sort of the inner corners and leave the center alone. That's where we're going to put sort of that nude color and a gloss. Still softening though. Really want to soften, especially that top lip. This is a gorgeous color. It's actually an Ulta brand lipstick. Hopefully they still make this. It is quite gorgeous. And I'm gonna put this, just really dabbing it and tapping it right in kind of that middle. Again, I want to soften that application. Now I need to find a gloss. This is going to be hard because my favorites are definitely high-end, and I don't know why. I just haven't purchased a lot of glosses, I guess. Well, I'm going to reach for the Sexy Mother Pucker. This is gorgeous. It is a gorgeous gloss. Only going to do this in the center for 2 reasons. It's the effect I want, but it also will creep to the corners in no time, so I really got to keep this right here. Kind of feather it up because I want to blur, again, that's the theme, isn't it, for this look? I really want to blur those edges, so I'm gonna flick it and just really feather it up. Okay, well, you know what? I think I'm really liking this. I think I did what I really wanted to do. Again, I just want no lines really anywhere. It is just so fun to play like this, and I'm so glad you guys joined me for this one. Again, let me know down below what you think of this, and if you are curious to try it on yourself, if you have some favorite cream contours, cream blushes, I don't care where they lie in the spectrum of cost. I'm just so curious to find out, you know, what your favorites are. If you would be so kind to give me a thumbs up, that would be fabulous. It helps with that really weird YouTube algorithm and will push my videos out to the masses. So give me a thumbs up. Definitely, I read my comments. I want to know what you have to say down below. And if you haven't subscribed, I hope you would consider doing so. If you like this, I am betting you might like a few others. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.